Welcome back, everyone. This is your host, Venom Shots on Ice, and this is Kirafuda.
Yo, we back at it, man.
This is Soul Stirring Cocktails of Venom. And we're going to talk to all of you about Kirafuda's upcoming projects. So, what is your project that you just released?
Well, my last project that I released back in July or May, July. July. It was called Rancione Drillafuda with an exclamation point and a question mark. And what it was my take on drill music, and it has the vibe of it, but at the same time, when you hear it, you won't think of like kill, murder, destroy, genocide, you know what I mean? It's like it'll have the BPM and the same kick pattern and the way certain things in the beat are organized, but it'll be with the topics that I like to talk about. So that way it's not like you'll hear those questions like, well, why are you doing that type of music if you're not even that type of guy, you know what I mean? So it's like
sometimes you gotta buck the trend.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, you don't have to be from that environment in order to be making music like that. However, you know, it's like I'll take your vibe or whatever, but then I'll talk about something else. So give me this. My bad. Give me this, and then you give me your sound or whatever, and then I'm gonna put my spin on it, and then so it's like Suburbans can do that, you know, it'll be a little different.
Did nobody say anything when Justin Timberlake like he made like kind of like a soulish type of, I mean, he went from NSYNC to like, you know, like he went from NSYNC to like appealing to black people out of the blue. Justin Bieber's doing it right now.
Oh yeah.
I forgot what song. I didn't even know it was him. I'm like, who is this dude? And it was like Justin Bieber. I'm like, what? So I mean, hell, shoot, if you make the music, you make the music.
Yeah, you know, it was just something different, because I wanted each project to be something different. Like my very first EP, LP, whatever you want to call it, that was my first time actually like putting a project out on like streaming platforms. And then the second one was about like, you know, romance and women. And then the third one was about trap music. And then the fourth one is, you know, like drill theme vibes.
I feel that. I mean, that's a huge, that's a very diverse discography.
Yeah, you said it right.
Okay.
Discography?
Yeah, okay. I don't say that word often.
No, it's okay.
That's pretty dope. I mean, because that gives like a decent variety of you know, for the fan base.
Yeah.
And then you say you went to Japan recently. I know you want to go back pretty soon. Was that before COVID?
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? It was back in 2019, man.
Ooh, right
if
before.
If you want to hear the story, I can tell you.
I definitely want the story.
All right, well, it all started when I was born, right? It was 1992, right? Anyway, so it was 2019, and then my homie, he had already went to Japan prior. So I was like, dang, man, I'm really trying to go. At the time, I had just got fired from my job or whatever, but then by that time, I was already back working.
Right.
All right, so by that time, I already had my vacation time and everything planned out. I said, look, I'm not missing this time. I will risk my job for this, okay? I don't care. I will be fired for this.
Low key.
So I had to get my passport and everything, but it took a minute because they were talking about how the government shut down, and they was like, well, we don't know when you finna get it. So I'm like,
so you went right at the government shutdown?
Yeah, man. So I'm like, dude, I really need this passport, because I'm buying all my stuff like I'm about to go, and it's like I don't even know if my passport finna come. But one day just came in and it was on my bed, so I'm like, all right, it's over with. And then I went and bought me a little suitcase, and then I put in my little time, and then me, a couple of the guys, we went out there to Japan. And dude, I'm telling you, like, for those that aren't used to traveling, well, I mean now, but like for those that aren't used to traveling, like, dude, I would definitely encourage you to, you know, go out there and see the world, G, because like my homie, he would always tell me, man, you gotta travel, you gotta do this and this. And it's not that I never wanted to, it's just I thought that when I was older, I would have more of an ability to, but come to find out, I never needed to be like ancient in order to travel. It's just about the timing and the preparation, and then, you know, just having your bread straight. So
very true.
I had my bread stacked up, and we went out there, and then when we like that 13-hour flight, man, it's like, especially when you a tall person, man, it's hard to get comfortable. It's like people to the right, people to the left, like you can't lay down, you can't extend your feet. It's like, man. So but when you finally step on that land, it's like you instantly don't know anything about the West. It's like just straight Asian, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you came out there, it was like really quiet, even though there's like mad people outside, and it's like nighttime looks so different. And then we put our stuff down, we went to go grab some food, and then we was at like the Babe store every other day. And then my homie, he went to link up with these girls that he had been talking to and everything. So
he already know. You gotta be somebody who got the link.
Yeah, no, he definitely had the link. He was trying to alley oop a couple, but a couple stuff happened. But it's all good. But then the time
charges to the game, huh?
Yeah, it's all good, man. But one part of the trip, I was hungry as hell, G. Like, I kid you not, I got up in the morning. I don't know where I'm going. I just typed in, yo, what's up with this Denny's, man? So I'm like, I need me some pancakes. I need me some French toast. I need me some chicken and waffles. I need me some lemonade. I need something, man. So I was hungry as hell. So I'm like, okay, so where's the nearest Denny's? He was like, it's in Ginza. And I'm like, okay, where is that at? So I'm walking around. I left the Airbnb. And then I'm walking around trying to find how to get on the train and everything. And it took me 10 minutes to just basically do something that took 2 minutes. And the train was like right behind me. I didn't know. I just had to get up on the train. So I ended up getting on the train. And then I had some help from some Western people that was out there. And then eventually I got close to my stop, but I got off on the wrong stop. And then this girl helped me get back onto the right stop or whatever. And I mean, she was cool, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, hey, you can follow me, whatever. So I'm thinking, all right, cool. I got a homie out here.
Twitter, follow me.
So I ended up in Ginza, right? All right, so now I'm in Ginza at this point. So I'm walking past this big white theater or something or whatever, and then I get up in the Denny's. So then I'm sitting down and I'm ordering my food, right? And then as I'm eating, I'm seeing this woman, right? And this pretty ass woman, G. Like, I ain't gonna lie. And that's when I started talking my shit. I was like, yo, there's some pretty waitresses in Japan, man. What's up with this?
I think I seen that.
Yeah.
Did you tweet that or did you put that on Facebook?
I tweeted it.
Okay, I remember the tweet, yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, man, I gotta say something, man. So after a while, I was about to leave, and then I was like, yo, thank you for serving me. Like, I didn't know how fluent she was in English, but I just like translated or whatever. I was like, yo, thank you for serving me, and also you're really pretty. And the way she reacted, like, you would think she never heard she was pretty before, because she was pretty as hell. She was like, oh, honto ni, oh, like blushing and shit. I'm like, yeah, that's right. You mind?
Tell all the homies to empty out the Airbnb.
I'm telling you.
Like, here goes some popcorn, here's some money. Go watch a movie.
Listen, I'm gonna need to borrow the spot. Okay, it's this little waitress. It's this little skitty. You know what I'm saying? I think she interested in a young one. Let's see what's going on. But yeah, that was one of the highlights to the trip, next to meeting my cousin out there. And I always tell this story every time I talk about Japan. Like, meeting my cousin out there for the first time, it was like one of the coolest experiences ever, because I've been talking to him about Japan for a while now. And when I finally got out there, we was at the Babe store again, because they kept wanting to go to the Babe store.
I've never been to a Babe store, man.
It's decent. You know what I'm saying? That's where I got those boots from. You see me wear with the gold tips?
Yeah, I see that. That was in your video, right?
Yeah. So I got those from out there in Harajuku, I want to say. So I'm gonna get back to that, but we was at the store, and then I heard somebody call me, and then I turned around and it was Cuz, and I'm like, oh, cousin, what's up, man? So I'm linking up with him. We just politicking about family and everything. He introduced me to some of his people, where he be chilling at and everything. We saw some cherry blossom trees. He hooked me up with some gear. He put me onto some music. Like, man, big ups to Doc, man. That's big Cuz, man. I love him to death. Could never disrespect him, man.
They say cousins like it's like cousins are like the first friends that we grow up with,
Yeah.
Because they're like they be around our same age, and like we just bonded by blood automatically.
Yeah, and the thing was, like, he actually lived out here for a while, but he if I remember correctly, I think he told me he went to Korea for a minute, and then he went to Japan, and then he just didn't come back, and then he's been chilling out there.
My friend did that. He went to Japan with the military.
Yeah.
That man instantly settled down, had a family. Like, instantly. I'm like, man, Like what's out there? Like what?
Man, dude,
It's the life, man. Something.
Yeah, it's like, now don't get me wrong. Obviously, I understand that Japan has its, like it has its flaws like any place, but it's just like, from not even coming as like a outsider or somebody that's like bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, it's just like, damn, like folks is really in Japan. Like,
yeah.
And that's what my homie kept saying. He was like, when people go on vacation, they don't really go to Japan. They go to like the Dells, or they go to like Jamaica, or they go to like Atlanta or somewhere,
right.
But it's like, that trip meant a lot because that was my first time taking a vacation, first time going out the country, first time doing a video out the country. That there was a lot of first and key pivotal moments in that trip. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like, that'll be the Japan part of my life will be something I'll always talk about, because it's like, folks, you don't understand like how important that was for somebody to be able to go to Japan. And then especially with everything going on now, it's like, I imagine me going into Japan and then coming back, and then it's like that one scene in Full Metal Alchemist when Ed was pointing to Alphonse like, dude, I'm gonna get you out of here, I promise. Yeah, and like, then the door was closing, right? That's what it felt like.
That face like,
he was like, just wait, I'm gonna get you out of here. That's exactly what I felt like, man. And since then, I've been trying to find my way back.
Man, there's one place I'm trying to go to is Morocco.
Yeah.
Like, just the fact you got the ocean, desert,
yeah,
and like the Arabic architecture there.
Yeah.
It looks fly as hell, especially if I want to film or shoot there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take me like a few miles out there and just one of these days.
Is that where because don't they have an area where there's like, it's a bunch of like, it's like blue buildings or something like that, like blue walls, or
something like that, and like it's like brick and everything. It's
like sapphire or lapis lazuli or something. Like,
yeah,
ain't it something like that out there?
And I was trying to learn Arabic. Arabic is such a hard language to learn. I'm like, man, I need like a tutor. Give me an Arabic tutor or something like that.
Man, it starts with just learning bits and pieces, and then you kind of work your way through everything else. You know what I'm saying? But like, do they have like, okay, you know how Chinese has like Mandarin and then traditional or whatever? So does Arabic have it like that?
I think it's like two different kinds.
Okay.
But I guess the book I bought wanted me to learn how to read it, which I guess makes sense. But it ain't like I could just. I mean, I could probably order something like, give me that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is that? It's that. I don't even know how the fuck they write this shit, because like the line has different thickness and shit.
Yeah, I'm like, so
like a paintbrush or something.
Yeah, dude, I have a hard time just like, sometimes I still get confused between like the Korean symbology, the Chinese symbology, and the Japanese symbology. But after a while, you can kind of tell them apart. Like Korean symbology or kanji, whatever word you want to use, it looks more empty. Right. And then the Chinese looks more like there's more strokes, and then Japanese looks more full or something like that. It's confusing, man. It's like, I don't know if I'll ever learn how to I don't know if I'll be able to write it out like symbol for symbol, but what I can do is try to at least learn how to speak it.
Right.
So,
I mean, speaking of Bapes, man, I see your gear. You gonna put a store out there in Japan?
Man, come on, man. Anything's possible.
Cause I'm thinking you're gonna be a stylist, so you're gonna have your own clothing line or something like that.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, you good? I mean, your style is very defined, and it's like it can definitely. I can see like a cult of people wearing the same style you wear.
Yeah. No, thank you, dog. Like I do want to get into fashion. Like it's not just art, that I want to do. It's art, music, fashion. And then just see what else happens. You know what I mean? You sound
like Kanye, so you might be a billionaire, people.
Hey, come on now. All I gotta do is get some Yeezys not some real Yeezys, not the recent ones. I need me the Yeezy 2s and the original Yeezys, them pink and black joints, man. So somebody gotta get me in tune with Kanye. So like, yo, check this out. I need some Yeezys.
Kanye said the same thing in the interview in the podcast. He was like, "Yeah, I know I do music, but I want to get into fashion." See, here it come.
Yeah, man, like, because it's just like, when it comes to how I dress and things like that, like, I don't want to look like everybody else. Like, I want to be able to stand out. Like, my whole purpose is to not look like anybody else. I don't want somebody to be like, man, you sound just like, no, okay? I want to, like, if you put me in a room full of people, you'll notice me first because I don't look like everybody else.
Right.
Yeah, so that's why I dress how I dress, and I wear what I wear and things like that, because I don't want to be compared to anybody else, you know. I mean, of course, you'll see the bandanas and be like, man, you trying to be like these guys and that guy, you trying to be
you blooded.
right. It's like, man, if I had a dime for every time I heard that, it's like
It could.
right. So you assume that just because there's a red bandana that dude's a blood, like maybe he just likes red. Did you think of that? You know,
Man. Yeah. don't go up there cripple and be like, nah, I'm just dancing.
yeah, exactly, man. Like, come on, y'all gotta expand y'all horizons.
Man. I mean, yeah, I mean how it is. Hell, Chicago, they just abandoned the color scheme.
No, they don't even do the. I remember a while ago it was about Pellies and hats being cocked to a certain way.
Yeah.
Now it's just about blocks.
Cause it be the same gang.
Yeah, I'm like, what? And then I was looking at this jacket online, and I guess it had like the Pink Panther on it. And then some dude commented and said, man, you couldn't wear that in Chicago. I'm like, what? They gonna get on you for a pink jacket?
Yeah, the Pink Panther is synonymous with, like, I think they're called the Counts. And their colors are pink.
Wow. So okay. So what color can you not wear? You know, versus
So you can wear brown, but then they'll then you got but then USPS is gonna like be on you. Oh, so you ganging UPS, man?
Nah, you funny. It's like, look, man, I'll wear whatever I want, man. Just like I just won't be in them areas. Like,
I ain't gonna lie. Every time I get a package and it says USPS, I always like, okay, let me go to UPS and get my package. And they're like, no, USPS. Like, no, fuck that. I don't want.
Right. No, because it's two different things.
Two different things. I see UP. I'm like, okay, I'm just going UPS. Fuck it.
Yeah, no, it's like Mountain Dew and Sprite. They're the same thing, but basically like one different little thing, just the name.
Yeah, and a little more food coloring.
Yeah, more lime.
Lead it up to the people fighting over Coke and Pepsi.
Right, you fighting over stuff that literally can clean metal, and you trying to drink it. Why?
Man, heavy because they got heavy metals and they buy. That's why.
Probably.
They gonna shit them coins out.
No, that's probably why they be bleeding when they boo boo, man.
Man,
like, dude, you shouldn't be drinking that, man.
Watch out for the hemorrhoid epidemic.
Exactly, man. I'm talking about your tummy having problems.
And now we got this Omicron, Persei 8, Xenomatrix coronavirus out.
It's all whack, man.
But you know what? This one apparently, and I always figured if it's really contagious, it goes down and how deadly it is. And I think someone finally died from it. And I don't say finally like I was waiting, but like someone just died from it. And I think Texas, he's like a 60-year-old person who's in like super risk of like dying from it. And it's like they said 73% of the people who are the new cases are Omicron. First of all, when I first heard it, it was like, oh, it's in Africa and China.
Yeah,
that's it. And then you blink and it's everywhere.
Right. How did it spread through the world that fast? If this is really a thing,
like someone just sneezed and it's just like it's like instead of 6 feet, it's like 600 kilometer
exactly
distancing.
Like, what type of sneeze is that? Like a big powerful sneeze?
Have you heard anybody catching the flu in the past 2 years?
I don't know. Like whenever somebody coughs or sneezes, I don't just get to jumping or anything. I'm like, maybe you're just allergic to something.
Yeah, because the flu died and the common cold died. Like we just get like they get out computed. They retire. Okay, so the flu must be like in Sports Center and talking about coronavirus as they do a triple double on people every day. Cause man, I don't know, but shit, I'm down for the hazard pay.
Yeah, man. No, that's long overdue. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, man. And then it's like everything going on. It got people actually not remembering how to be social with each other. And then there's like this division between the shot versus the unshot, and it's just like, yo, are you serious? Like,
right.
Y'all tripping, man.
Chicago, we already go with the shot versus the unshot.
Nah, I see what you did there. You know what I'm saying? But there's more shot than the unshot. You know what I mean? So
I like my shots on the rocks.
Yeah, I like shots of lemonade and coffee. And
I ain't gonna lie, I started drinking when I went through a breakup, and one of my friends, she was like, yeah, take some, what was that, Captain Morgan. First thing I tried, some hard shit. Cause I was like, I ain't drinking beer. Beer looks nasty, and then when I finally had it, I'm like, yep, I was correct.
Yeah.
Why the fuck do people drink this shit?
I don't get it. Like that stuff, like it literally smells like pee pee and shit. Like I don't understand how people could really be drinking this. You know.
Oddly enough, I had Corona. Was my first one. I'm like, this tastes like a virus. It tastes unsafe.
Talk about, boy, do I have news for you.
Right.
Wait till 3 years from now.
Right. Like, just you wait. I got you.
Exactly.
So, let's talk about your artwork, man.
Okay, let's get into
So you gonna so what do you think? Like a comic strip, Toonami?
Hey, if I could get a show and get it on Toonami, if I could get some music on Toonami, I definitely would. That shit would be clutch, man.
No key.
Yeah, like get some art published in a Shonen Jump or something. You know, but quick thing. Back to the Japan thing, like. No, though they don't sell the Shonen Jumps out here anymore. When I was out there, they had buku Shonen Jumps. So it's like, hey, if I could somehow get it over there,
and you gonna sell it?
Come on, man. Man.
That's that, man. Chicago area fucking hustlers out here.
Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and we not even on Four Corners.
No, I'm not hardcore enough.
No, it's just Gotham with Timberlands.
And you know what? I don't think they got. Do they have alleys in New York?
Probably.
Okay, cause I heard they bring their trash to the front of the street in New York, which is like disgusting. Cause you walk in, the trash is right there.
And it would explain why you got these fat ass rats running around.
Yep.
Them rats big as hell, man.
Yeah, one of my buddies said he went to New York and he was like, he don't see any alleys and they put all their trash out in the front where everybody walk. I'm like, so y'all just walking with these big ass fucking rats who raise turtles and shit.
Yeah, like that. Nah, I can't. Like, is this like certain parts of New York, or is this like just New York, like fat ass rat city? You know, like.
I heard New York is dirty. Yeah, I'm talking about New York. New York, mad dirty.
Yo, come on, man. Yo, son, you gonna make the New Yorkers tight, man. You can't be talking about them, son.
They
that
mad,
ass.
They mad tight. But
Man,
you know, Chicago clean though. I mean, we shooting motherfuckers.
Yeah, they clean if you ignore all the gun smoke and the weed in the air and, and the dead bodies. You know.
We try to sweep our bodies up as clean as we possibly can. I ain't gonna lie, but niggas, motherfuckers in Chicago crazy. They always like the shooting on the highways.
Yeah, no, they because that's what they was doing in Texas, and then now they doing it over here. But man, like people are just crazy, man. People are crazy.
Well, I thought. Got a little nervous there.
Hey, straight?
Yeah, everything's straight so far. But man, yeah, like I remember Toonami.
Yeah.
It would have some like I remember I got on Daft Punk.
Yeah.
Daft Punk like was like everything when that shit started coming on. Like I still fuck with them, but shit now you even got rappers fucking with them.
Yeah, and it's like nah, Daft Punk. My sister had put me on to them one day. Like this was when MTV2 used to come on like the channels where you didn't have like basic cable or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was like it would be on like channel like 13 or something. And then I just remember One More Time would come on, and then I would see these blue people jumping up and down and dancing. I'm like, so there's an animated music group? Like, how did they do that? You know,
well before their time.
Yeah. So me not knowing no better. I'm like, damn. Like, I didn't know you could have a music group in anime. You know, but the whole time it was just two dudes with a helmet on. But I'm like, dude, no, they the shit. So
and Gorillaz came out.
Yeah, them too. You know what I'm saying? With Feels Good and that's the only song I know. I ain't gonna lie.
They got. I've rocked with a few of their songs, but they just the titles are memorable, but the music is.
Yeah.
But Feels Good was a hit.
Yeah, that's something I could see in a couple movies. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, man, I could definitely see you on Toonami, either the music wise, or if you had a series out there.
Yeah.
Hey, but low key, was it C2E2?
Yeah.
I can't believe we just missed it. But yeah. I wasn't gonna go down. I mean, fucking, it was cold, and I was working overtime. Yeah. I'll probably make it next year. But I can see you selling some comics there too.
I do. I wouldn't mind doing that one day either. Like, you know, once I get a following up and, you know, learn how to print accurately and correctly and everything, then, you know, print out my stuff and then have a table And I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Yo, I got that work, you know what I mean?
Got that work.
What's going on, man? And get some of these instrumentals too, you know?
Then you got NFTs.
Dude, it's a lot that be going on. Like,
It's so much, and it's hard to focus because it's like so much stuff is popping out everywhere.
yeah, I'm trying to get into that. I'm trying to get into cryptocurrency. It's like, dude, it's too much stuff.
The metaverse.
Exactly. Like, once I learn how to do NFTs and stuff like that, I'm like, oh, it's over now.
Over with, cause like that's funding a whole company right there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get NFTs, but photographically, it's like a bit of hopping over, especially if I use somebody else's likeness and stuff.
Yeah.
So I gotta have them sign a release form and stuff like that. Maybe some profit share and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, it's just like, I swear a minute ago, like, I didn't hear anything about NFTs last year. I didn't hear shit about no NFTs, and
it just popped out of nowhere.
yeah, and Dogecoin and Ethereum and all that. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What is that?
Those jumped up and died, but
I just got on the Robinhood. Like, maybe I'm behind as hell. Like, I'm like, what?
yeah, if you ain't rich, you behind. So I'm behind with you.
Yeah.
Cause like I looked at one, it said one of them, I think it was I think Shiba Inu, right? The other meme coin, it went up like 1,000,000% in the last year. So that means if you put a $1, you was a millionaire, and it's still less than a penny.
And it's just like, it just shows like you can literally get financially popping by accident.
By accident, cause who would have thought? I put up like $20 in there. So I have 600,000 freaking coins of it.
Yeah.
So if it goes to $1, I'll quit my job. But like, what are the odds of that?
Yeah, it's like, dude, what? Or when they were talking about the GameStop stock or whatever, and how it jumped up, and anybody who put into it, you know, has some bread. It's like, dude, what the hell, man? What am I doing?
I'm just sprinkling a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
But I appreciate you coming out, because this tick on that camera's going low. But definitely I will drop. Say it again. Is I keep thinking destruction, because like
Demon Disaster.
Because I love alliterations.
Yeah.
You know, Demon Disaster. I'll drop the link in Demon Disaster.
Appreciate it.
I'll drop a link in all of his artwork.
Thank you.
His Instagram. Go over there and follow him. He's a cool dude. I know him forever.
Appreciate it.
Check him out, man. Appreciate you coming in.
Oh yeah, likewise. And follow my dog, man. Ice Photos, man. He's doing his thing. You know, he definitely coming through with the photography, and definitely get on him with the podcasting. And hey, man, it's just two folks trying to eat, so that way we don't starve. If that makes sense, man.
Catch you around. Always remember to enjoy life.
All right, peace.
Peace.